everybody, Miss Kim here. I'm coming at you from the tomato garden. Tomatoes everywhere. There are ripe tomatoes, not ripe tomatoes. They're all just getting ready to explode. So the first thing I like to do when I'm harvesting tomatoes is put on my gloves, because whenever I touch tomato plants, my hands get itchy. Some people are sensitive to tomato plants. It is a thing. So, I have all these beautiful kind of green tomatoes. We're going to leave those alone and let them ripen a little more before we pick them. Something I like to do whenever I'm harvesting tomatoes is I like to tie them up. All the new growth. You're constantly training tomatoes to grow up. Never ends until they die in November when it gets cold. So, behind me here, we have all these beautiful ripe cherry tomatoes. Just gonna pick some of these. When you're picking tomatoes and they're really ripe, you barely even have to touch them, and they come right off the vine. Got some little cherries. And then we've got some of these really cool giant cherries with black tops. These are my favorite ones this year. They're so juicy and delicious. I love them so much. I could just eat them right now. Something else I like to do whenever I am picking tomatoes from the garden is I like to prune off any dead stuff, like this. The reason I do that is so that I can give the tomatoes, these beautiful green tomatoes, for instance, I can give them plenty of space to have air circulation so that they don't get any disease, and so that they can ripen and grow as big as they want to. So it's a really good idea to prune your tomato plants, all the dead growth off of them, especially in August when things start to kind of die off in the summer. So this is my favorite thing to harvest. Tomatoes are so delicious in the summertime. I look forward to it every year. I plan out the whole thing. I try to figure out which new varieties I want to try and which are my old favorite ones. So I'm definitely going to be growing these black cherries again next year. These are definitely going to be one that we're going to try in our school garden next year because they are amazing. So I'm going to pick all these tomatoes. So hopefully next time we actually get into the garden, there'll still be some for us to try. We'll just have to see. We have about 2 more months of tomato plants to go. So hopefully we can see you in the garden. Bye, kids.